Greetings, fellow Vaultures. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 41 of the Vaultures, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Alright, so the last thing that happened was an infestation that wiped out probably about half the base and 3/13 of the ancient Vaultures. So we did have 3 burn up in this fire, this massive fire that erupted here. And we're obviously going to be spending a lot of time rebuilding. That much is pretty obvious. However, there are some choices to be made about how we rebuild, whether we design a base to prevent such infestations in the future, which would be very challenging, but I'm up for the task. And then also I wanted to say that I added a mod. One mod in that might be relevant to you all, which is the slingshot add-on mod. So when you load something up and launch it, you can launch from ancient vault to ancient vault that has slingshots. And that actually plays a role in the slingshot drop-off spot, which I will put here. So that's going to allow us to move vault goods from vault to vault without really having to use animal hauling. Of course, the animals coming along for the ride will help speed up us getting to those vaults unless we use transport pods. But we could hypothetically transport pod out and then slingshot back. It will make it very fast. Whoa! Holy moly! C Panda, ALS Gamer, and Thomas Ross, thanks for gifting out so many subs. I guess I'm going to be pink for the foreseeable future. So, what I'm going to be doing is initially just like sort of putting some basics back together because so much of the base got torched. And then I'm going to have you all decide on some parameters about how we rebuild. Whether we're going to do a bit of remodeling or whether we're going to do something else. Now, I had a lot of YouTube comments about moving. And the issue with moving is when you go to another vault, it's not a standard map tile size. It's an attack tile size, like an enemy outpost or a, whatever, like a weather site or something like that. Which means that the map size is much, much smaller and won't have as many animals or natural resources for us to exploit. So we could move to another vault, but it comes with some severe long-term penalties. Just to throw that out there. Oh man, so the repair. Let's see here. Aggro has a bed. Noob has a bed. Guero has a bed. Kilgore should be... Someone needs to sleep here. I think we gotta slowly put this back together as much as we can. It's gonna be... Oop, that was supposed to be Kilgore. It's gonna be challenging, but I am up to the task. I'm actually sort of excited. Much like a phoenix being reborn. We have a chance to do something good here. So there are some... There is a couple here. And Kieran is dead, but Zayla is not. Which means that we're going to have some mood penalties there for a long term. Another thing I need to do is actually just fully enclose the base. Because we have it open to the wilds. And that's going to be a problem. We should also get rid of, and let me do that quickly, the remaining hives. I mean, I'm not exactly worried about 2 hives. It took 46 to do this kind of damage. But getting rid of the remaining hives and just putting things back as much as we can so that we can move forward. I am a little disappointed in the fire foam poppers. They really didn't do anything. Like, nothing. They didn't work to suppress the fires really at all. Alright, let's go to enemies here. And yeah, it's the centipede, Larry, and this mega spider. So that was it. That is easy to put back. Alright. So bedrooms. Yeah, I never really finished that. Icarus. I don't know where Zayla's sleeping, but it's... Oh, up there. Yeah. So we're going to have some seriously bad moods for a bit. As a result of, getting our butts kicked the way we did. But I think it won't take too long until we're on our feet again. Oparian and Kellyan, thank you for the bits. So, once I give a little bit of a chance for people to arrive into the stream, I'm going to start polling. So, one of the first polls is that we have 3 Resmec serum, and we have 10 Vaultures, which, oh man, my chem fuel generator got popped. But what that means is that we'll be able to hypothetically resurrect up to 3 previously dead ancients, or alternatively, we could, we could go to other new vaults and find ancients that way. Both are viable solutions. Now, that's the first poll, and then the second poll I want to ask is, should I try to bug-proof the base? So what bug-proofing the base would look like is it would be freezing the entire base and then relying very heavily on hunting for nutrients. Or alternatively, getting nuclear stomachs, which allows us to not consume too much food. So those choices will be kicked to you all pretty soon here. I'm just going to wait another 10 minutes for people to filter in. Although, I should reward you early birds, shouldn't I? So we do have some food rotting. Some of this meat rotting. I'm not really sure that there's much that I can do to preserve it other than to let it rot, which is kind of sad, because it's obviously hard to come by. I'll probably keep everybody off the research benches for now, just so that we can put things back together. A legendary steel pew. Kibble for the donkeys? So I could do kibble for the donkeys, mixing... The problem is I don't have a lot of vegetarians, so I'd have to mix regular meat with rice. But I think we're actually moving away from needing too many animals because of the slingshot mod that I've added. So to that end, I think I'm actually going to go in here and get rid of a lot of these smaller bugs. The Mega Scarabs and the Spellopedes, I'm just going to launch them to get rid of them. I know it seems odd, but I don't think we're going to have need of all these bugs. And then as they start to rot, having to clean up all that rot is going to be gross. Constant cleaning in the base, so I'd rather just get rid of them and be done with them. With that said, I probably ought to stop hunting wildlife, because we already don't have enough room for meat. So, you know, hunting more wildlife is hurting the problem, not fixing it. Oh man, what a cleanup. So I suppose this can become hex tile. It means that we don't have a renewable source of chem fuel anymore. That's another thing that we could do, is get a biofuel refinery and start producing chem fuel made from insect. And I suppose I could do that. Again, the problem is labor and cleanup and all that, because we are going to have a remarkable amount of cleanup to do. So some other things that I'm going to want is probably a smelter, because we have just an enormous amount of slag here. Am I allowed to build a refinery? Yes. There's nothing in vanilla expanded that allows you to refine, so it's not violating the whole, like, you know, those rules, I suppose. So tailor bench, mending station. The mending station actually, well, it's ancient style, but we could find them out in the wild. I'm just going to build them though. Okay. Another thing we could do is to stick everybody on simple meals. trying to eat the remainder of these simple meals so that we free up room for more corpses. And then, of course, all this insect jelly, because there's a considerable amount of it. A lot of it burned up, but there's a considerable amount of insect jelly that will be good for trade supplies. Man, what a fire. So the first question I'm going to ask is, should we use the res serum or save it? We have multiple dead here. So as a reminder, there is Giants, who's been dead a very long time. Arclight, Soot, Macho, Ranzik, and Sea Panda. And we have 3 res serum, and we are 3 shy of our max population. So we could resurrect people, or we could save it for later. And I'm going to leave the choice to you. Where are we putting this insect meat? Up there? Okay. Got it. Do I know their abilities? Yeah, I do. Is the reactor battery bank full? No. But it only allows downed, not dead. So I wouldn't be able to put any of these insects in it anyway. There was only one mega spider that was eligible, and I've since killed it, so we can't load it up like that. Everybody who died burned entirely. So Iscandia, Kieran, and Glitch don't exist anymore. They were consumed by fire and turned to ash. They were snapped, in other words. There is the expectation of a burial here, so I'm going to trigger that come morning, once Kilgore is no longer like a wandering. It also looks like I am flat out of steel, not allowing me to make a smelter. They were still in the northwest. That might be the this might be closer. Guess I can see through the mountains, so I might as well trigger it up. You can resurrect no matter what, yes. You can resurrect bodies no matter how decayed they are, but the more rotted they are, the more likely they are to have negative conditions as a result of the resurrection. So, you're allowed to, but it's not necessarily a good idea. Oh, Kilgore is... Yeah, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to wait until Kilgore is present. So, the results of the resurrection could be resurrection blindness, which is easily fixable with just eyes. That actually had happened to Glitch. It could also be dementia, or the worst result of resurrection would be resurrection psychosis, which is fatal. You don't recover from resurrection psychosis. You just die. You can cure resurrection psychosis with, like, Heal Mech Serum, or to allow them to die and then resurrect them again. A prison warden. 8 prisoner... And yeah, I'm just not even considering this right now. I don't have... Well, hold on. We had someone on Luciferium... And I'm wondering if the Luciferium burned up, requiring me to get and obtain more. No, our Lucy... Oh, right, Aggro lost a thumb. Nope, we're good on that front. Okay. And I'm going to give you 1 more minute to vote in this poll, and then we're going to vote on... the next poll will be how many people to resurrect. 1, 2, or 3. 3 being all of the serum, and then 1 being the least, if it passes and wins. Okay, Kilgore is with us. As soon as Kilgore eats, or drinks. All right, let's have our Requiem. Change these benches to rice? Yeah, I will. They're almost fully grown, so switch it over to rice now. And let's just go through all three real quick. Rapid succession. Hey, Killing, come back. I know these bugs are going to rot very, very soon. We didn't get a lot of them butchered. But I don't really care. It's not that much of a problem. So how much serum should we use? 1, 2, or 3? I'll give you 5 minutes to vote on this. So 3 would be the maximum, 1 would be the least, and then I'll have you pick which ones are going to get resurrected. And we're almost done with our 3 funerals. Ryder, thank you for the resub. And all of you, thank you for the Hype Train 5. I mean, I know ALS Gamer, Thomas, Ross, and Big C Panda heavily contributed to that, but I appreciate it. Nonetheless. Very awesome. Okay. 3 good funerals. We do have some age reversal demanded, but I'm really not in a position right now to offer that. I need steel for the smelter before I really consider anything else. I'm actually going to cancel the tool cabinet and get aggro to start putting the smelter together. The smelter is going to help replace the lack of steel pretty quickly, I think. Alright, so we are at 124. Zayla's going for the rest. I'm going to high priority haul so that we can get rid of these bugs. They're already starting to rot. Yeah, all the gene modding is gone, minus a few nanite injector pumps. It all burned up. Despite having fire foam poppers, the fire foam poppers actually somehow got destroyed before they triggered. And never triggered as a result. Just the way it is sometimes. Just the way it is. I'm actually going to give 1 more minute. It looks like this is a bit of a runaway poll. So 1 more minute to vote on who gets rezzed. And then we'll have a poll about who gets rezzed. And we'll get that rezzing going. Everyone's going to be in a really bad mood for a bit. So, here's the launch supplies. With this new mod introduced, we can either launch to a distant vault and receive random things, or the other one counts as sort of a, a transport pod. So we're going to launch just to somewhere random. And I believe all the mega spiders are going to go the same way here in a minute. Oh, you didn't get enough steel? Are you kidding me? Alright, what else is using steel? Forget this. What else is queued up for steel? I think she's... oh man, she's gonna have a mental break. Hey Crimson, thanks for the resub. 32 months, holy cow. Been a while, been a minute. Okay, so who are we gonna res next? Seems like we're gonna res 2. So giants I'm going to say rotted next to giants, because giants is the most likely to have health problems as a result of the resurrection process, which is fine. I just want you to be informed. Arclight, Soot, Ranzik, or no, Macho, then Ranzik, then Sea Panda. You got 5 minutes on this. Okay. You pick, I res. Come on, get the smelter going. Kellyanne going on an assaulting spree. Hopefully you don't insult Zayla. Oh, nope, immediately into a fight. That's nothing that aggro can't fix. Like it never happened except for the, you know, destruction of armor. Why am I getting... Oh, hi! Where the heck did you come from? Where did he come from? Who are you? I'm really confused. I don't know where this dude came from. Straight up. Chavy? Just traveling by? Well, okay. See you in the afterlife, friend. That's why I had combat music. I was trying to figure it out. Now it makes sense. So aggro's running all the way up here for 3 steel. Are you kidding me? Whatever. At least now that we've grabbed that steel, we're going to be done. I'm going to reduce the high priority haul here. I could at this point just like strip up some floors and build the smelter that way. That might be faster. Because this is ridiculous. Here, I'll do... No, I need my mini turrets. Thomas with the creativity. That is not helpful at all. Well, actually, you're art 8, but I don't really have an art bench. Marauder, thanks for gifting out a sub. Was he some sort of trader? I have no idea. He was just a wanderer, I think. Why does this not have power? I must have some sort of severed power network. No, I am out of power? Yep, seems like I'm actually out of power. That doesn't really make much sense to me. Well, that's okay. I guess I don't have any of the chem fuel that I had. We're going to want to probably go to, we're probably going to want to go to Ancient Vaults pretty soon here to gain some of the things we've lost. I just want to put the basics back together first. So let me power off as much as I can so we can get back to normal-ish. Six refugees. Yeah, no. No. Alright, things are starting to power back up. Nope, we're still in a power negative situation. The electric cables are fine. I have the base on auto repair. It's the fact that we don't have any of the chem fuel power generators that is the reason for our lack of power more than anything else. So I think with that, I am going to send Noob to a vault. Actually, should it be Noob? Can Noob... No, Noob can't intellectual. I'll send, Guero. So Guero is going to hop in here with... I don't have any food for the road. So with agave, I'll have to do. And he's going to axe his way through. I don't leave that there. That's just obnoxious. I'm not planning on doing anything to the base for the insects. You all are voting on that. So I'm going to wait for this poll to resolve, and then you'll be... Okay, it's resolved. So it looks like we do have a tie. Arclight and Macho. Well, no, Arclight and Macho actually just won. They beat Giants out at the last moment. So Arclight and Macho, let's pop these open. And that leaves one Resmec serum to use in case of emergency, like if aggro dies or something like that. And then also, it leaves us one space to recruit someone new, someone fresh, someone who hasn't been dead. Yo, don't do that. Okay, they are alive. And then we have to observe them for 10 days. So right now it's April, May 6th. So next season, the first of next season, in 10 days, we'll know whether or not they succumb to any mental issues as a result of the resurrection process. So I think I'm going to turn off all of the neuro superchargers. I just don't have enough of my power grid to support it. Kriv, thank you for the resub. Don't forget about the psychic suppressor. True. Yeah, there is a suppressor out here that is guarded that I should probably hit soon. So, Guero, let's launch you. Down to... I'm sort of interested to see what happens if I drop in center. I don't know if that works or not. I have no idea. No. Alright, so Violet got randomly added, and Violet is a pyromaniac night owl who's a glory-killing paranoid. And I don't know whether hack or melee attack is going to be faster. I'm going to actually try to hack. But I'm not sure which. Hey, Guero, speaking of which, thank you for the resub. So taking a look at your needs, we already need to make you eat. And then back to hacking. I'm going to have to make sure that Arclight receives Luciferium. So Arclight was the Lucy addict, the one that never sleeps. And I believe all the Luciferium burned up. So I am going to accept... Should I accept the prison warden quest? I can get Luciferium other ways. What I could do for Arclight is I could stick Arclight in cryptosleep casket until, you know, stick him in a cryptosleep, and then if I don't get the Luciferium in time, you know, we could just keep him on, basically on ice until I do. So that's a pretty good solution. And I'm going to, for now, flick on the backup batteries. We're going to draw down the backup batteries just to keep the lights on. It will help with the smelting for new steel, and it will also help with the repair of what is left of the base. I know I have my front door wide open. Alright, Seguero, you are slowly making your way through this. Man, there is a lot that's broken. Holy cow. I never really talked to the combat supplier either. But there's really nothing I would want to sell. Maybe like this trashed marine armor. Maybe. Probably not. I still have no food for my pets. Yeah, I don't really care. I was going to get rid of all but 2 of them anyway. In fact, I guess I'll keep them fed for now. But yeah, I'm not planning on keeping them fed long term because of mod changes. We don't really need them anymore. Just a horse or 2 would be helpful. What caused the breakdown of this colony? 46 hives, which triggered a massive fire, which got hot enough to like nearly melt steel, so nobody could even go into to fight the fire. And then the fire foam poppers that I had just never triggered. Because, you know, why would they? Alright, when we make steel, just drop it. You don't need to haul it. There we go. Alright, looks like you guys want to accept the Prison Warden quest. Reward to accept. So there's 3 rewards. There is a cat helmet, cataphract, a lotial pack, harpsichord, uranium, or Lucy. Have you vote on that for 2.5 minutes? Now, this is, at the very earliest, a 9-day completion, which means even if we get the Luciferium from that as soon as we possibly can, we're going to need a cryptosleep casket for Arclight. Arclight will not survive that 9 days. So I'm going to stick a casket in there. That seems like a good spot. Or maybe... Maybe right here in the hallway. Not really a good spot anywhere, but we'll stick it there. Alright, Guero should be nearly through the first door. Thunk. And, oh, this is the circular style vault. Too bad I can't glory kill the vault door. So I'm going to have Violet start attacking the vault door from the other side. Arclight doesn't have a bedroom, so I can't put in his bedroom. Alright, Kilgore and Zayla are starving. So what I need to do is switch this up to NPM only. Except for... Well, even Guero I can have NPM only. And just make sure that he eats the agave manually. Alright, I think overwhelmingly you all want to see Luciferium accepted as a reward, so let's do that. We're going to have 8 prisoners, and I currently don't really have a spot for them. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a temporary spot up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. They're going to get real pissed sleeping on the floors and all that, but I don't know if I'm going to set them up for anything more comfortable than that. Just do the bare minimum for them. And then for these prisoners, they are going to, once captured, be set up for nutrient paste and all that, too. Right? We want to not feed them anything else, like insect jellies, etc. They're all blood rotted. So that's another thing to consider is, did I miss one? Is this all of them? No, I missed. Where is what? Oh, I see. So no. This is, let's say, for slaves. Can I show the wealth of the colony? Sure. It is 347,000. Just shy of what an Arcanexus would require. So prisoner interaction, I'm not going to interact with any of them, and I'm going to nutrient paste all of them. You want the graph? Sure. Here's the graph. We went from about 500,000 to 300,000 in almost overnight. Alright, I'm going to carry Arclight to cryptosleep. One less mouth to feed. And I'm going to set up a second cryptosleep just in case I need it for whatever reason. You never know. You never know. And let me hide that. So another question. Should I design a bug-proof base at the cost of needing to hunt often? So a bug-proof base would be one where it is super cold everywhere in the base, so that bugs aren't allowed to spawn. But then the downside is I won't be able to use hydroponics outside of 4 hydroponic here that has an open roof. So that will be the only valid spot anywhere. So Violet, you are starving to death. Here, Guero, share some food. It's going to piss them off a little bit, but that's fine. And let's keep trying to get through this facility. Wow, we have not gave you anything. We'd set this up to have rice on it, and nobody has hauled the rice. Poor animals, I'll fix that. So for the Psychic Suppressor, I'm probably, now that Kilgore is not so angry, I'm gonna wake Kilgore up a little bit and have her go to the Suppressor. I'll probably even... No, I won't do a supercharge. Alright, so Kilgore, let's have that suppressor cleared. Maybe send 2 people. Kilgore and Thomas. Thomas doesn't eat and is unstoppable. Thomas doesn't have a weapon, though. That's the only reason Kilgore can go with Thomas. But yeah, I'll do that. Kilgore, Thomas. Here, I'll even send, like this. 2 horses to get, or 1 horse to get home quick. Kilgore, and then Icarus. No, too heavy. Noob. Bring some fine meals and go. I'll send another horse after them if they need it. 1 more minute to bug-proof the base, if you want it bug-proofed. And you guys are going to launch to the suppressor at Edge. So this is guarded by 10 idiots who are going to get liquid very quickly. Hello, there's the suppressor. Noob is just running around, whacking them. Ooh, caravan detected. To Guero and Violet. Got it. It looks like you guys don't want me to design a bug-proof base, so I won't. And they're fleeing. So we'll get that. Oh, hello. None of that, thank you. We'll get the suppressor offline. And then get these guys home. Let's check what the rest of this facility had. I could capture one for interrogations, I guess. Let's try to put Vera off from being burned. Capture her and just bring her home. Who's Christina? Oh, yeah, one of the prisoners. I was like, what? I don't remember Christina. Alright, launch. 1 and 2. And some kibble. Done. And that will bring all of them home quickly. Alright, suppressor's gone. Reform caravan to back home. We'll bring Vera. A low shield pack. The spare meals, because why not? And... maybe some things made of steel so we can break them down when we get home. Send. Alright, we're leaving this up to Guero, apparently. Thanks, Violet. You've been instrumentally helpful. Once we clear this vault here, I'll have you all vote on whether we're keeping any of the occupants. So we have a lot of nanites here that I am going to load up now, so that they don't get ruined. Actually, I'll probably just uninstall everything, but here's some food. Let's see what else we got. So some of these are powered. Oh, and beds. Perfect. Chem fuel jennies, and then one person in this pod that will pop open, and then choose between Violet and the person in the pod. So these nanites are going to decay rather quickly, and before they do, I'm gonna force Guero to do some work here to lay down some cables. Schedule work. Oh, don't do that. And it's still not powered on. There. We're just trying to keep the nanites from decaying. Some of these nanites I don't have storages for, so they're gonna go bye-bye no matter what, meaning that I might as well just load them into the slingshot for random wealth. Guero's about to have a mental break too. I'm gonna need to get him rested. Oh, that slammed shut. That sucks. I'll have to power that back on to open it up. Okay, so Guero, you're going to be set to, after you haul this nanite to normal schedule, this is ready to go, and I'm going to launch it to a random vault, a random dissonant vault, because I have no capacity to store that at home. So Noob is starving. And then this will be for prisoners when they get home, so that Vera can be interrogated in there. My prisoners are doing horribly, but I don't really care. So the next thing I want to do is to hack the cryptosleep sarcophagus and pick between Violet and whoever's in there. And then uninstall as much as I can from this vault to bring it home so that we can start putting our gene modding program back together. So our dear gene modding program is non-existent now. So here is Vera, Kilgore, Noob coming back. And it looks like Aggro is going to go capture Vera for interrogation. Would it be smart to put the monosword away from the prison area? It doesn't matter. If they touch the monosword, they die. It's not a big deal. Does mean that we wouldn't get a Luciferium, but so be it. Alright, let's hope Guero's mood bounces back. Maybe allowing for a little bit of recreation would be good. Although, yeah, there is a billiards table. I just have to clear out some small crates that block it, and there's foosball. Violet is still starving, but she's mentally broken. I really can't tell her what to do or where to go. I think it's time to have a big roast here. So I'm going to try to remove all the things of value. Really just like low shield packs. It's the only one I saw on them. And Shaken, our little pyromaniac. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That sucks. I'm going to have Shaken burn them up. I don't have a source of fire anymore, though, so I'm going to need to manufacture one. I don't really care about the smeltables. We're not limited on resources at all. One thing that's important to remember is what is your bang for your buck? What is your labor worth? Smelting things for plasteel when you have 1,000 plasteel isn't really worth the smelting effort. Because it's not like we're anywhere close to needing plasteel, and plasteel is one of those things that, for Vaulters, is a dime a million. we throw plasteel out as a pastime. Thank you for tuning in to the Vaultures, which originally streamed live on Twitch, April 3rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers for upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com and the description of this video also have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.